Hi, Crucible Arms here. I just got home from work and I wanted to put this video together quickly and get it out to you. As some of you may already know, the Department of Homeland Security has put in a request. And that request is very, very interesting in light of our current government's attempts to implement an additional assault ban or a new revised version of the assault weapons ban. So I'd like to read directly from the request so that I don't get it wrong. This is the Department of Homeland Security again. The scope of this contract is to provide a total of up to 7,000 5.56 by 45 millimeter NATO personal defense weapons throughout the life of this contract to numerous departments of the Homeland Security components. Note, personal defense weapons. It goes on to say later, 5.56 by 45 millimeter NATO select fire firearm suitable for personal defense use in close quarters and or when maximum concealment is required. Additionally, when it comes to magazines, and I quote, magazines shall be compatible with standard NATO StanMag M16 design. The magazine shall have a capacity to hold 30 5.56 by 45 millimeter NATO rounds. 2 magazines shall be supplied with each firearm shipped under contract. In other words, 30-round magazines are good enough for the Department of Homeland Defense as a personal defense weapon, but it's not good enough for us. This begs the question. President Obama and a number of other leaders have said that quote-unquote assault weapons have no place in our society, on our streets, in the hands of people in this country. That they are strictly to be used in theaters of war, and that gets used over and over again. These are military weapons that belong in the theater of war. Well, here we have the Department of Homeland Security saying, no, they are specifying it is a personal defense weapon. They don't mention this is to protect us from foreign invasion. It's to protect us from riots, civil unrest, or anything else. It is specifically a personal defense weapon. So my question becomes, why do we have one aspect of the government saying that an AR-15 style assault weapon is a personal defense weapon, and yet we've got the people who are looking to restrict the Second Amendment rights saying, oh, no, 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 this is a weapon of war and has no need or no place in our society? It begs the question. The other thing I find really interesting about this request is what they're actually requesting are M16s, not AR-15s. They look identical, but they behave completely differently. M16s have a fully automatic mode, what's called a select fire. So you can pull the trigger and it will continue to expend rounds until you either run the magazine empty or you take your finger off the trigger. AR-15s, which are the subject of the ban that they want to impose, are semi-automatic. In other words, you have to pull the trigger each and every time you want to fire a bullet. So the Department of Homeland Security, for the purpose of personal defense, should have fully automatic M16 assault rifles, whereas citizens, law-abiding citizens in this country, for their own personal defense, according to the upcoming legislation, should not be allowed to have a semi-automatic version of that for their own personal defense. So there's a tremendous amount of hypocrisy going on in our government right now. Which brings me to the second part of this video. The Obama administration has put out a grassroots call to all of their constituency to call in to DC, to their elected officials, and talk to them, voice the fact that they are in support of the assault weapon ban that's currently before the Senate. That's going to be effective, okay? What I would like to do is ask you to do exactly the same thing in the opposite. I will put some links below that will help you get in contact with your senators and your congressmen. And rather than just writing, which I've done a number of times already, I've actually sent a couple of videos to my representatives, I would ask that you pick up the phone, make a call, just leave a short message. That's all you're going to be able to do. Leave a short message saying, I am not in support of any further gun control being implemented in this country. I do not agree with the assault weapon ban, and I cannot support it. That's all you have to do. Make sure they know that you're one of their constituents. You know, give your name, tell them that you're from their state and that they represent you, and then just make a very clear and concise statement. You will be surprised at how much that is going to help, because I guarantee you the people who are in favor of implementing additional gun control laws that we all understand as being totally ineffective, they're going to be on the phone and they're going to be talking to their senators and their congressmen about this issue. So call, be heard, leave your message, be part of the solution. Stand up for your Second Amendment rights and let your representatives know that further gun control is not the issue. The issues are mental health, education, and socioeconomic factors that are driving gun crime. It's not the weapons. So please let them know that you're not in support of any further restrictions on weapons and that you are willing to help and be in support of real solutions. Thank you.